morning and welcome back to Wildmount Farm. It's Friday today, so we're going to be doing a market harvest. It's just a little bit before 8. We've gotten all the morning chores done. The chickens are fed, the chicks are fed, all the greenhouses are watered. So we're gonna crack on and get harvesting. So here is the harvest list for this week that of course I just put in a puddle of blooming water. So that's why that looks wet. Oh. But anyway, so it's actually a slightly shorter list than it has been in prior weeks. We're missing a few things. We're missing arugula, dill and bok choy. We've just basically had a gap in sowings, which is slightly annoying, but it is what it is. But we're going to start with the greens this morning. So the head lettuce, the spinach, the mixes and the micros, just because it's actually going to be really hot today. So we want to try and get those out of the field and in the cooler as quickly as possible. And then we can do the kind of hardier stuff. But as I was saying that, we're missing a few things, but we've also gained a few things. So we have carrots this week, which we're really excited about. And we're also going to pick a few garlic greens too. So we'll be doing a few different things as well that will hopefully make up for the shortage of missing a few things. But those things I talked about are coming along. We'll probably have it all next week, which will be brilliant. And even maybe some brassicas next week too. So we'll see. Okay, so Ashley's already made a good start, but we're going to be picking pretty much probably the rest of this salad mix. We have got a lot of salad mix right now. So we're just going to pick a ton and bring a ton and hopefully it sells. So the salad mix is picked and in the cooler waiting to be washed. So now we're going to move on and pick some head lettuce. So I'm just cleaning out these few that are left over. We're really trying to clear this greenhouse out so that we have room to put in more slicing tomatoes and ground cherries that need to go in. So whatever head lettuce isn't good enough as a head lettuce, then we'll just cut it up and add it to the salad mix, because that way we can take out any leaves and whatnot. I would say that that is a pretty, head lettuce. Very nice. Very nice. So I only got 6 out of here, which is fine because we have a ton outside. So we have a lot of lettuce all of a sudden. So this is the rab or the brassicas that I was talking about that we're kind of hoping that might be ready next week. They are just starting to head, which is pretty exciting. And then the potatoes, look at them coming up. And there's radishes down the middle too, so we'll pick I think some of those. I'm not sure how many are actually going to be ready, but these are all the head lettuce I was talking about, and there's some reds down there too. Okay, so we made a really good start. We've done the spinach now too. And so we're going to take some, we're going to have breakfast because we haven't quite done that yet. And then we'll come back out and carry on. So breakfast time is over. We've had refreshments, we've had food, so we're feeling good. Ashley's just run up to get everything that we need, like she's going to grab a wheelbarrow, lugs, knives and stuff. But I'm going to dip in here in the greenhouse And I'm just going to start bunching carrots. Like I'm going to put them in little piles and then we can come back through and bunch them. I think that we're going to more or less clear out this bed at least, just because we've really got to get these tomatoes in now. Like time is ticking, we need to get them in, and we're probably going to be picking a ton of this cilantro, I think, too. Obviously there's some weeds in there as well, but look at that, look at all those tomatoes that are in. So yeah, now the race is on to get these pulled and out of here so that we can carry on planting tomatoes. So here we go. Okay, we've got the carrots pulled out of there. Ashley also pulled out a load of cilantro too, so that's great. And we've got a ton more room in there for some more tomatoes. But look at those. They are pretty good for some April baby carrots. And like I've said before, they are really sweet too. So I think they're going to sell really well. We have about 70 bunches. We weren't actually going to pick this, but I think I'm going to have a look and see if I can just get a few bunches of each. So I'm going for kale and chard, which we planted a little while ago now, and it's slowly getting bigger. It's not massive. I kind of wonder if I'm just staring at it here. I might be able to get more chard than I can kale, but it would just be fun to have a few bunches of each, even if it is just 10 or something like that. So here, let me show you. So here we go. We've had it row covered. So the chard's looking brilliant. Like I said, I feel like the kale, whoops, I just tripped on row cover. I feel like the kale's maybe slightly smaller. Don't think I'm going to pick that. I think I'm just going to pick chard looking at it. But still, like I said, it'll just be fun to have a few of these bunches. And they bring such a nice colour because they're rainbow chard too. It just really, I don't know, makes the stand look pretty. So, yeah. Up with about 10 bunches of chard, which I'm pretty pleased with considering that I wasn't expecting to get any. So yeah, that's brilliant. Just making sure that I'm not leaving anything down here. I don't think I am. So yeah, so that's great. And they're pretty. Look at those pretty stalks. I'm heading back up to the cooler to put these away, and then we'll be doing, I think it's just radishes, turnips and garlic greens left, and then we'll be able to wash. So yeah, doing pretty good. Okay, next up is salad turnips. I finished the turnips. Ashley's working on the radishes, so the last thing of the day is the garlic greens. So garlic greens are essentially just young garlic that hasn't started bulbing yet. So here, let me cut the roots off. So we harvested it, look like garlic, not like leeks, and then we just kind of cut them out, peel any of the dirty skins off, and then you have this beautiful little garlic. Now you can use these as you would garlic. You can cut them up, you can saute them. They have a slightly milder flavour, so you could also eat them raw. They're kind of more of like a green onion. They're a green onion of the garlic family, if you'd like. So we usually cut a few of these out, bunch them all together, and sell them like this. And it's just a really nice way to have early garlic before, like I say, they start bulbing and doing that. So yeah, they usually sell pretty well. This is what a little bunch of them would look like. So they're quite cute. Like I say, when you use them in the kitchen, you just cut the roots off, and you can use the stem pretty much all the way up because they haven't matured. They haven't got that hard stem like garlics cured do. So yeah, they're pretty delicious.